Welcome to today's video where I am going to be sharing with you our January 2024 budget. And this time we're doing things a little bit differently because I'm going to be walking you through my budget using Quicken Simplifi, which is the budgeting app that I've been using for the last couple months. I used to use Mint myself, and so I started looking for a different budgeting platform and I learned about Quicken Simplifi. So I wanted to show you guys how you can set up your budget in Quicken Simplifi. And this is our first budget of the year, which includes everything that we're actually planning to spend related to our new house here in Arizona. So here is how we are planning to budget as a family of 4 living in Phoenix, Arizona using Quicken Simplifi. And if you're new here, hey, I'm Marissa, and here we talk about life and money and how you can enjoy life and accomplish financial goals through the use of a budget. So I share my household budget on YouTube every single month. So if you want to see new videos and new budget with me videos, you can go ahead and click the subscribe button down below and be notified when a new video goes live. So by now you've probably heard the news that Mint is shutting down. And I know this has been a huge bummer for those in the personal finance community because it was a great budgeting tool.
And with the closure of Mint, this is when I found Simplifi.
Quicken Simplifi has all of the essentials that you'd expect from a personal finance app. You can see all of your finances in one place. You can track your net worth. You can see where your money is going and categorize all of your expenses, which is super helpful. You can track your monthly bills and your investment. You can set up your budget. You can create savings goals and track your savings goal progress, which I'll show you how I'm doing that. And you can get real-time alerts and reports. They have tons of features in their platform that I've been using, and I'll show you some of those too.
And for a limited time, Quicken Simplifi is running a really awesome deal for Mint users where you can get 3 months free. And if you decide to import your data from Mint, you can get an extra 9 months for a full free year.
I will leave a link down below and you can check it out. And the other thing I like about Simplifi is that it's also still really affordable. After this trial period is up, Simplifi is only $3.99 a month or $49.99 for an entire year. So I really like that it's an actually affordable budgeting tool. So if you've been here for some time, then you know that I'm an Excel girly and I love my budget spreadsheet, but I also have loved using a budgeting software as a support to that, which is what I did with Mint before the shutdown and what I'm now doing with Quicken Simplifi. It's an easy way for me to be able to categorize expenses and save time there. And I also love the net worth tracking feature. So I like to use my Excel spreadsheet and Simplifi hand in hand. But that is because I am just such a personal finance nerd. You can totally do everything through Simplifi. So let me show you. The part where you can set up your budget is going to be in this section of the spending plan here. And this is where you can create your budget. So the first thing that you do when you create your budget is look at your income. So with Simplifi, you sync your accounts to the app and that way it's able to see your expenses and your income as it comes in. So it'll look at some of the income that's coming in and it'll think that this is how much money you're going to be working with. If you are a salaried employee and you get paid twice a month, that's going to be very accurate. If not, the other thing that I like is that you can set a custom amount. Just because I'm self-employed, I take a draw from my business. So as a grand total for our household between my husband and myself, we are expecting $9,100 this month. They have a section for bills where you can enter in any bills that you need to have scheduled for this month. I didn't do this part of it, and you'll see in my spending plan where I have that. And then you can add in subscriptions as well. You can also add in some transfers and credit card payments and then savings goals. Normally in my budget spreadsheet, I like to have savings goals at the bottom section, but here they have it one of the first things, which is kind of a better mindset to set aside savings first. So I will show you the savings goals and then I'll show you how they get entered in. So here are the things that we are saving money for each month. This is where you can work towards your savings, like if you're saving for your emergency fund or a new car or any other purchase, or you can also include like your sinking funds here as well. So property taxes, we just bought a house. If you are new here, we bought a house here in Phoenix, Arizona. We moved from Portland, Oregon to Phoenix last month in December. And since we purchased this new home, we put more than 20% down on our house. So we don't need to do PMI, and we also do not need to go through escrow with our mortgage payment. So we have principal and interest being taken out from our mortgage company. And then we are setting aside money for property taxes and insurance. So property taxes, we are setting aside $300 each month for that goal. Next we have is dues and subs. We are setting aside $50 for each month, and this is for things that renew annually, like our Costco membership or I'd love to do like a Zoom membership or something like that. So we have that set aside. We put $50 a month into that. We have medical at $533.33. So our max out of pocket for our family medical plan this year is $6,400. And so I'm dividing that out by the year and saving that much each month to be able to cover our family max out of pocket. We are also working on maxing out our HSA. We're on a high deductible health plan, which is paired with an HSA. So we're maxing that out and investing those dollars. And we'd love to not touch that this year. We'd love to just pay for our medical expenses out of pocket. And then we always save the receipts so that we can pull from the HSA at a future date. So we are putting $533.33 to medical. And this is just the way that we work with a high deductible health plan, because I just want to expect that we're going to hit our max out of pocket and plan for that. And if we don't, then great. But if we do, then that's what I was expecting. We hit our max out of pocket in November this last year. The next thing that we have here is household. So this is supplies like our toilet paper, paper towels, soap, detergent, that kind of stuff. We have $100 set aside for that. And I like to keep that in like a sinking fund to roll it over each month, because some months we may spend more and some months we may spend less. The next thing that we have here is property insurance at $65.07, because I know exactly how much we're going to have to pay at the annual bill. So I set aside $65.07 for property insurance. Next we have is personal money. I also like to have this as a sinking fund or something that rolls over each month, because that way we don't have to spend it all in one month if we don't want to, and we can save it up for something larger. So I have $75 for me. Next we have $250 for the kids. So this is things like diapers, toys, baby gear, like anything that we need because we have small children. My kids are 3 and 1. Next we have is clothing. We set aside $50 a month for clothing for myself and my husband. And then we have Jacob's personal. He gets $200 a month. The only reason why he gets more is because he's more of a spender, and I would just rather save more money. I don't have that much stuff that I'd like to spend on, but we've both agreed that we're totally fine with these amounts that we have set. Next we have is car maintenance at $75 each month for obviously any repair or things that need to be done for the cars. Then we have vacation at $400. We actually are planning to go to Disneyland this year, and I'm excited for that. So we're saving $400 a month into a vacation sinking fund for that. Then we have $50 a month that we save for gifts. So I want to show you how to create a new savings goal. You go to add goal, and the one that I need to make is for house maintenance. So I am planning for us to have $2,400 in here. Our house is a new build, and it does come with a 1-year warranty. So as far as like repairs that need to be done on our house, at least in this first year, we should not have to pay for that. But if we need to get anything like additional for our house, then we would obviously have to cover that. Like painting or, you know, those kinds of things. We are starting at 0 for this because we just moved into this house. And then if you do have money set aside here so far, you can go to the accounts. This will show you all of the accounts that you have linked with Simplify, so you can choose which account that money is sitting in, which bank account. Okay, then we hit continue. And then they have this option where you can set a target goal, or you don't need to set a target goal. So you can set a goal to say, like, I want to have that goal complete, the 2,400 complete by a certain date, or you can just let it keep going. Just you can say don't set, and you can just set your monthly contribution. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna set 200 here. This would be great if you have like an emergency fund goal, or even if you have like a vacation, you know that this vacation is going to cost you $2,000 and you're going to go in 6 months, then it'll calculate for you to know that you need to set aside X amount of dollars each month for that vacation to happen. And then here it'll tell me that I'll hit my goal by December 2024, which is makes sense. Okay, so then we hit continue, and then yes, I want to set it aside in my spending plan and create goal. It's that easy to create your goal for your in Simplify. Okay, so now let's look at the other spending that we have planned here. So these are all of our expenses, and I'm also making this video already into January because life's been a little crazy with holidays and moving and everything. So I didn't get around to starting my January budget until January. So here we are. So you'll see that actually Simplifi has already shown that I've spent money in some of these categories. So first thing we have here is car insurance. We have a 2018 Highlander and a 2024 Kia Carnival. And so we have $200 that we are planning to spend for car insurance. Next we have is charity and donations. $78 has shown to already be spent, but we budgeted $9.15 this month. Next we have is entertainment at $50. This is kind of like our fun category. These are all prompted categories that Simplifi has, so some of these category names might be a little bit different than what I have used in my budget spreadsheet, but I'll show you how that works down below as well. Financial advisor, again, this is where it's a little funny, but this is where I'm planning to put our Roth IRA money as well as college for our kids. So we would love to max out 2 Roth IRAs this year. We actually haven't finished our 2023 Roth IRAs yet, and we still have until tax day to do so. So I am planning to finish those off, and then we'll start our 2024 Roths. So 1764.73 is what we're planning to put to that right now. As well as we have $200 going to the 529s for our boys, $100 to each one. Next we have is gas and electric. We have $288 budgeted for that. The utilities should not be this high in coming months. It was higher because they had to do like a deposit and then like a setup fee. Kind of ridiculous. I don't remember that happening at our house in Oregon, but these like deposits and setup fees were so much money in comparison to like the actual cost of the utility. So 288 is what we have budgeted for gas and electric. Then gas as in the fuel kind of gas, we are budgeting 200 for that. Honestly, I don't even know if we'll spend all of that. Gas has been cheaper, and it's cheaper down here in Arizona than it was in Oregon. Next we have is groceries. So we have $500 budgeted this month for groceries, and we've spent a little bit here. Next we have is internet and cable. Our internet is $50 a month. Life insurance, we have a term life insurance policy on myself and my husband Jacob, and so that is $52.89 each month. Then we have our mortgage. So this was obviously already paid at the first of the month. So our mortgage for principal and interest only is $2305.60. Our interest rate, it's very interesting, but we locked in a rate at 6.625%. Not the best, but we also got some money back in financing incentives with our new build home. So they gave us 4% of our house value back in financing incentives. So we did get to buy down the rate a little bit. It also fully covered all of our closing costs. And then we had a little bit of money left over that allowed us to buy down the rate for like the first year. So we were able to buy it down to 5.6%. So the first year is at 5.6, and after that it would go up to 6.6. But I'm hopeful that maybe around 2025 time we could look and see where rates are, and maybe it would make sense for us to refinance. So hopefully we won't be paying 6.625% for the length of it, but it's definitely saving us some money here for the first year, which is great. Next we have his phone. This is cell phones for myself and my husband Jacob, $100. And then restaurants, we have 150 budgeted, and we've already spent 82.52 on restaurants. So we're gonna have to chill back for the rest of the month because it's only the beginning of January. Next we have is trash, which is only $30 a month, super cheap. And then we have water. Our bill I know is going to be $65.40. Okay, so let me show you how we add an expense. So you add an expense here, click the plus button, and then you can add a one-time expense or a monthly expense. So this I'm going to add as a monthly expense. And then here you can browse all the categories that they have to offer. I love that they have like dining and drinks. They have so many different options that you can choose from. So you can actually like set aside your coffee money versus your fast foods versus your sit down restaurants, which is great. They have education, entertainment, fees, financial fitness, like groceries, home, tons of things for home. We do live in a neighborhood with an HOA, but part of that financing incentive, we got to prepay, or they prepaid for our HOA dues for the first year. So that's another great money savings for this first year as well. So let's say you want to add a category for fast food. So you click on fast food here. And then you can set your monthly amount. It also will give you a suggestion based off of how much you've been spending. So it gives me a suggestion of $118.54 for fast food based on spending over the last 6 months. That's typically the eating out that we do, is fast food, because it's easy and convenient these days. Now we also have this other spending category here that is saying that we spent money on additional things. These are all coming out of sinking funds for me. So I have this planned already. So I just need to like categorize this and put these into the sinking fund spending. But like home, like I said, we have paid for landscaping for our backyard. I also paid some quarterly taxes and some shopping and things related to our new home. Some other things that I wanted to show you here is their watch list feature. This is something that I'm definitely going to be paying more attention to in 2024, especially this month, because we've spent so much money on house related things in the last couple months with the move and furnishings and things for the house. I am so sick of spending money, even though it's all been planned for, which is great. I'm just tired of spending money. So I'm really trying to look at our Amazon and Target spending to make sure that we are not going crazy. So you can create a watch list item. I've created one for Amazon and Target spending specifically so that I can watch that. So you can just click on Amazon here and it'll show you how much we've been spending. So you can see we spent $24.82 in December, which is so much, and $17.72 in November. We closed on our house at the end of November, so we've just been doing a lot of spending on that. And then Target, let's see where Target stands. Same kind of trend. It's all been based on moving, and again, we had that money set aside, but we spent $18.44 in December and $2,059 in November. Then down below it'll show you the transactions that feed into that, so you can also go back and categorize that if that should actually go to a different category, not just like shopping. So you can choose which expense that actually goes to. They also have a reports feature where you can analyze more of your expenses and your income as well. So you can look at like this month, we've already spent $5,300 on home related things because again, we've had a lot of home things. Let's look at we have home improvement, yep, the $3,000 for our yard, and then our mortgage here. You can also get reports on your net worth, which this is not our full total net worth yet. I still haven't added in our mortgage. I need to do that. You can see trackers for the amount that you have set aside in savings, which is great. So there are just lots of great reports available in Simplifi that you can check out to make sure that you are on track with your finances. And like I mentioned, the other thing that I love about Simplifi is their net worth tracking section. So I can have all of my accounts synced here and then it'll show me what my net worth is based off of all of those accounts. So it makes it super easy as a dashboard to be able to see everything in one place. So that is a look at our budget for this month of January using Quicken Simplifi. And I would highly recommend checking out Simplifi. Again, if you are a Mint user, you can get 12 months free, or if you weren't a Mint user, you can still get 3 months free, and it is still so affordable after that initial trial. I will have a link down below and you can check it out there. And with that, thanks so much for hanging out, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.